The M.A.N sales system. You're going to maneuver, adapt, negotiate. There's many different interpretations of this that you could have. Here's how I like to explain to someone who's never heard it before. Maneuver, position yourself to win. When you're in a situation where you want to sell something or get someone, persuade them to make a decision, position yourself to win. That could be as simple as putting yourself correctly at their dinner table or positioning yourself in the marketing of your product or service, positioning you as the expert. You can do that right in front of someone. You don't even have to be an industry expert to sound like an industry expert. It's all practice and timing. So we maneuver, adapt, take all the advantages that you already have or that you can create situationally. That means if you can do a great pitch, give them a great pitch. I don't know how many salespeople have they're great salespeople, particularly like in the home improvement sector, and they're just like, you know what? I'll just email you the quote. Well, you're never going to win because number one, you didn't take advantage of your advantages. Use every advantage you have. And if everybody's emailing in quotes, I'm giving a live presentation. That's my advantage. I can answer those questions. I can persuade those people. Not, let me just send you a number into space and you can try to figure out who's got the better value. Because then the value comes back to the numbers total, period. Not good, because the low value number, the lowest number, have you ever heard that? Oh, it's a great price. No, it's a low price. That's different. Negotiate. Any salesperson that's ever said the phrase, I never split the difference, I never go half, I never lower or discount, they don't sell shit. They don't. They do not sell things. Price is one of the most powerful things that you have if and only if the value is fixed, permanent, and agreed upon by the person buying it or the company or whoever. If they say the value of this is XYZ, it's forever. So the easiest way for me to explain that is for me to say a simple phrase. For example, do you think this will work for you? Excellent. So you're good with the idea, the concept, how this works, what our service or product does. That would really work for you, right? Absolutely. So it would make your life easier, probably save you a ton of time, headache, might even save your life. Fair to say? So you see the value in it, right? Absolutely. Just by using that turn of phrase, they're saying yes to the value. Now, if you were price conditioning properly, which every salesperson should do no matter what you sell, I cannot tell you how many people that this has worked for me and it will always work. Price condition the people you're talking to. I don't care what you sell. You can sell bathrooms, you can sell software, you could sell hats, you could sell fucking drinks. I don't care. You could sell anything. Price condition the people. How do I do that? Very simple. We'll use selling drinks. You're out at the bar and someone says, how much does the drinks here cost? $8 to $10. Great. That's simple. $8 to $10. Okay, how much is that drink? If you want one, I'll make it for you. Okay, perfect. $7.50. We're good. Now they're happy. Oh shit, it's less than $8. Or it's right about $8. Perfect. Or if they pick one and go, oh, yeah, that one's $5. Perfect. They're buying it. Because now it's like, oh, that's a great deal. If everything's $8 to $10 and that's $5, that must be the better value. Or it's a way different product, but it's perceived as just being another thing, another drink at the bar. Perception. So let's back up. Let me give you another way of looking at that. Say you're selling a big software solution and they say, oh yeah, I want to put this software in all of our offices everywhere. Okay, great. I would say, well, normally our installation to deliver our products, you're probably going to be somewhere between $25,000 and $200,000 per office, depending on the number of users, what we have to do to get you off the ground. We have to onboard you, train your people. It's a big investment from us. And then it's going to have a recurring somewhere between, $500 and $1,000 per user. Are you comfortable with that? And then you just let them talk. Well, that's really high, or oh, that sounds really good. If they say, oh, that's really high or that's crazy, say, okay, well, we do have other products available that are more budget friendly, but based on based on our advantages, which is going to be in this case our product, the things you want our product to do and how fast you want it delivered, that's going to be a reasonable price. Okay? You're telling them it's going to be in that range. So they can't show up later on when you submit an estimate or a bid or whatever you do, a RFP. They can't turn back and be like, hey, yeah, we were thinking 20 grand. Well, that's really funny because when I talked to you and said it's between 50 and 200,000, so me at 72,000 makes a lot of sense. We didn't have that talk. So look at it again. Yeah, you'd be amazed. And it works every time because your point of contact at the company is going to have that reaction if you can let it. If you can let them. Or if you say, oh yeah, then why did we even submit the, why did you make me waste my time? There's people out there that are going to be like, oh, they'll just waste your time anyway. Most people are going to be wasting your times. The best salespeople, including myself, if I close 50%, that's amazing. It's very rare. And depending on what you sell, will be a lot less. So 50% of the time, they're wasting our time anyway. So if I were a smart salesperson, when I go through that little value prop, hey, it's probably going to be between 50 and 200,000 based on, the amount of users and what you want this to do, the capabilities. Are you comfortable with that? Oh, well, yeah. Okay, yeah. And then I would take it a step further. And based on what we've talked about and, just rolling this out to, one or two offices, you'll probably be somewhere between 50 and 80,000. Or 50 and 90,000, somewhere in there for those offices. But if you want to do a bigger rollout, that price will escalate. So if you are asking me to give you an enterprise, like the full scale of your business, it's going to be millions of dollars. Or if you say, just give me one little office with 200 people or 50 people or 10 people, that's going to widely change the price. Does that make sense? Okay, perfect. And then they're going to tell you, oh, we want to do it for the whole company. Okay, then this is probably going to be a multi-million-dollar solution for you because of the capabilities and the things that you need it to do. Now, you won't have to pay that all up front, but it's definitely going to be on the higher side. Are you okay with that? Well, if they go, oh my God, we were thinking a $10,000 a month solution, then these aren't the fucking people to try to sell your big package to. Sell them something else. Because the last thing you want to do is submit a $100K price when they were thinking $10K. Salespeople do that shit all the time, and it irks me to death. Don't do that. Prepare them for the price so that when you show up at $75K, you look like a hero that saved them some money instead of the fucking yuts that said, hey, let's get it be like $10,000, but then I forgot profit. For real, because that's what I was thinking. They're making $90,000 profit off of us. Or you show up here and it's like, oh yeah, they're just going to make a $60,000 profit off of us because I'm a fucking stupid person. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't be that person. Don't be that fail bot. Don't be that loser. So that's the salesperson that's always at the sales meeting being like, well, they're all about price. And it's like, well, that's because your perception of price and how you talk about it makes them sensitive to it. You know what I mean? I just spent $100K on a remodel. I know people that didn't spend $100K on their house. See the difference? To me, it's not a big deal. It's normal. House is $700,000 or $800,000, $1 million. Makes sense. 10%, it's $100K. But if you just say, hey, it's going to cost $100K with no context, well, now it's a big number because you have nothing to compare it to. Perception. You have to have something to compare, something to contrast, something to believe costs what they're talking about. Simple.